A man that refused to give up on his dream. His name is Walt Disney. He was a boy with wild imagination. He saw castles in the clouds and talking animals in the shadows, while others saw a blank paper. Disney saw a world waiting to be drawn. But the world didn't see what he saw. Not yet. As a young man, Disney Walt worked at a newspaper, and was fired for lacking creativity. Imagine that. A man who would later build an empire of imagination, once told he wasn't creative enough. But he didn't argue. He smiled, packed his things, and whispered to himself, "Someday, they'll see." He started his first company, Laugh-O-Gram Studios. Poured his heart into it, day and night. But soon, the business went bankrupt. Broke and hungry, Disney Walt sold his camera, slept on park benches, and dreamed of cartoons that no one wanted to fund. Most people would have quit. But Walt, he kept drawing. He believed his dreams were real, even when no one else believed in me. One day, with just a few dollars left, he boarded a train to California. Had a suitcase, a pencil, and a heart full of stubborn hope. On that train, he sketched a small, cheerful mouse, with big ears, round eyes, and a mischievous smile, and named him Mortimer Mouse. His wife, Lillian, looked at the sketch and said, "Mortimer sounds too serious. Why not call him Mickey?" And just like that, Mickey Mouse was born. When he pitched Mickey, studios laughed at him. Talking animals won't sell, they said. But he didn't stop. He borrowed money, created Steamboat Willie. And when Mickey whistled for the first time, the audience fell in love. It was a miracle moment. The world finally saw what he had always seen. From there, his imagination exploded. He created Snow White, the world's first full-length animated film. When it premiered in 1937, critics predicted it would fail. They called it Disney's folly. But as the movie ended, grown men were crying. The audience stood up and cheered for 11 straight minutes. Snow White made film history, and Walt Disney became a legend. But success didn't end his struggles. He faced lawsuits, betrayals, and deep depression. Once, when everything felt like it was falling apart, he said quietly to his brother Roy, "I only hope that we don't lose sight of one thing, that it all started with a mouse." Then came Disneyland, his biggest dream, a place where families could laugh together, and where imagination could live forever. When people said, "It's impossible," he said, "Let's do it anyway." Mortgaged his home, risked everything he had. And in 1955, Disneyland opened its gates to the world. Children ran, laughter filled the air, and magic became real. Years later, when asked about my success, Disney smiled and said, "I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse." A mouse, and a man who refused to give up on his dreams. So the next time you feel rejected or misunderstood, remember Walt Disney. The man fired for lacking creativity, the dreamer who slept hungry, the believer who turned imagination into an empire. Because every castle starts as a sketch, every dream begins as a whisper, and those who don't stop believing create worlds that will never fade. Like and subscribe to Mind of Legends for more great mind motivations.